Thank God it's Friday, and we're live on your Remedy Radio Dial Solutions 939 FM. My name is OLADAPO. OKUNUBI. Manchester United's new manager, Ruben Amorim, got his first win of for the first time as a coach of the side after coming from Portugal. And for Tottenham Hotspur, we all felt like they were going to continue from where they started against Manchester City, but hey, they capitulated like Manchester City in the Europa. But Chelsea, nothing is stopping Chelsea. Hey, my name is OLADAPO. OKUNUBI, aka Young Striker 9, flashing Manchester United jersey. The man who's meant to flash it is doing something black this morning, and that is the sports wizard, GANZEEY. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Young Striker. Good morning to our listener out there. It's a pleasure to be on the show this beautiful Friday morning. Like I said, TGRF. Thank God it's Friday. Like I do say, it's time for us to preach the Friday sermon according to the word of sport. Manchester United got their first 3 points under Ruben Amorim. Of course, you expected that to happen. They were playing against the French side in Bodo Glimt, and that indeed happened. And for the second consecutive time, they scored in the first 90 seconds of the game. Remember, against Ipswich Town, Marcus Rashford scored in the first 90 seconds. And just yesterday, Alejandro Garnacho also got a goal in the first 90 seconds. Maybe Ruben Amorim has been cooking something good. Time will tell.
Okay, maybe I like that word, maybe, because anything can happen.
Nothing is certain at this point.
Because
even Manchester City, no certain.
Well, we all know the situation of Manchester City, and no one will want to use Manchester City as an example of anything can happen. Now it is happening, so they just need to any corn put in your pot. Just have to keep stirring it. You understand? To turn to popcorn. And by the way, let's look at what is happening in the world of NBA before talking about tennis, because a controversial issue happened yesterday, and that is about a Polish tennis star who accepted to doping, but not like she intentionally, got into doping, but, one or two things happened. But another tennis star came out to say that, hey, when I was involved in this case, it was a different story. But let's start with NBA this morning, looking at 3 games going down in the NBA Cup.
Yes, games are set to go down later tonight in the NBA Cup. Charlotte Hornets will take on New York Knicks at exactly 6 p.m. Nigerian time today. And to come back 8:30 p.m. today, Atlanta Hawks will lock in with Cleveland Cavaliers. And of course, at 11 p.m. tonight, Memphis Grizzlies will welcome the New Orleans Pelicans. 3 matches later tonight in the NBA Cup.
Okay, so and on Saturday we'll have a continuation as well in the NBA Cup. But now let's move on this morning and talk about that controversial issue. That is about Iga Swiatek, who has accepted a 1-month suspension after testing positive for banned substance. Well, it is a trimetazidine, and if you look at that, it was mistakenly, because according to what the report we got, like she had to take it because she could not sleep, she had to do this and that. But there's another tennis star that has been talking about what happened, and she came out to speak. But now, when will Swiatek's suspension run from? According to French Open champion, suffered a quarter-final exit from the US Open before being provisionally suspended from September 22 until October 4. Seeing her seat out of the Korea Open, the China Open, and the Wuhan Open. Now, her suspension was not made public, with the tournament missed attributed to personal matters and a change of coach before she returned to action with appearances at the WTA Finals and Billie Jean King Cup Finals in November. Swiatek must serve an additional 8 days to December 4 to make up the month, while she also forfeits a prize money from the Cincinnati Open and tournament directly following the test, and where she reached the semi-finals.
Well, I think it's actually not a big deal, to be honest. This issue was not supposed to be made public, but of course, at some point, it got leaked to the press and it was reported. But for Swiatek, no doubt about it, she's one of the finest tennis women out there. She has done well this season. She won the French Open, remember. But what happened concerning the doping, it was not intentional. It was just like the case of Paul Pogba He also was suspended due to doping, but of course, it was not intentional. He didn't take that substance with the intent of maybe enhancing his energy, all of those things. But for Swiatek, she also did not do that. She was supposed to take that for a jet lag she suffered after one particular, tournament. And at the end of the day, that contained the substance, and it enhanced her performance at the Cincinnati Open. So that was why they said she's going to forfeit the prize money at the Cincinnati Open, where she finished as a semi-finalist. So I don't think it's a big deal, really.
No, not a big deal. But what happened for Simona Halep? We're also getting updates. Well, it's just like you came in late for your show, right? You were given, you were told to pay a fine of 5,000 naira, right? I came in late for my show. I was told to pay 50,000 naira. So what's the difference? I mean, there's a golfing difference, and it shows that maybe the tennis board or tennis organizers are more of, because she's world number 2, or because I'm not in that rank, or maybe because my country is this and that. That's another thing, and that is where Simona Halep is coming from.
Well, for Simona Halep, I think our own case is slightly different. In the case of Igor Swiatek, it was not intentional. But for Simona Halep, I don't think she was able to provide exactly or even defend the fact that she didn't take that substance intentionally. So that's the difference. And when you look at when Simona Halep issue happened, it was a long time ago. I mean, she was first suspended. Initially, she was suspended, and later she was banned, as opposed to what happened with Swiatek. Swiatek did not do it intentionally. It was not supposed to, enhance her performance. She only took that because she suffered jet lag, and that was supposed to, help her cure that. So at the end of the day, they found her substance, and she has even served, the 1 month. I think just 7 more days to go. She would end the ban in December 4. And aside that, she's going to forfeit the Cincinnati Open prize money. So I think they are both, different in their own way. For Simona Halep, if she can actually come up with an evidence, to back her claim that she didn't use those substances intentionally, maybe they would rescind that decision. But of course, time don't go. She has suffered a lot. She has, failed to participate in a lot of competitions. So I think they are both different situations.
Okay, well, Ganzee has said it's both different situations. But remember, it is also about the ATP, world number 1, the Italian player. Yannick Sinner is also in the same news of doping, and a lot of players are still complaining about that as well. So
I think that has not been substantiated yet. It has not been established exactly.
Okay.
They are only speculating.
Okay.
And what do you expect? The man has dominated the tennis world all year, so people would raise eyebrows, say he has used.
So why is it very easy for the tennis board to say, oh, this man is caught doping and not doing enough investigation, and when it turns to a big name, they'll have to do extra investigation?
Well, I think it's bound to happen, really. If you're dominating the world of tennis, people would believe you've used a substance that has enhanced your own performance more than your opponent. So that is why focus would always be on players who are dominating. You can't expect the anti-doping board of agency to look into tennis players who are not dominating. I mean, what's going to be the point? They are not even winning. Even if they are using substance, it's not reflecting. So the players who are dominating are going to be the ones they will focus on, just to see whether or not they deserve the title they are winning or not.
Okay, so let's go straight to the other side of the show this morning, and we talk football. But before talking football, Lando Norris says Max Verstappen should start doing comedy after the Dutchman suggested he could have won the world title in Norris's McLaren. The Red Bull driver's remark are based on his belief that the McLaren was the faster car for much of the season. Verstappen said after the last weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix, where he won the title, that he would have wrapped it up sooner if he were driving for McLaren, and that it would have been pretty much the same in a Ferrari.
Well, it's actually very funny, really. When Verstappen no be brother Shaggy, when he talks about good, they do comedy. But of course, he has the chance to say whatever he wants to say. For Verstappen, he claims if he was driving a McLaren, he would have won the title long time ago. And I think the reason why it took him time was because, in the first 5 races of the season, Verstappen won 4 of the first 5 races. Then, towards the end, it was Lando Norris, dominating. And what made Verstappen come out, victorious was the fact that when he was winning in the first half of the season, Norris was finishing sixth, fifth. And you know, when you check out the driver standings, it's always based on points. You know, wherever you finish, your placement at the end of the day will determine the number of points you get.
Sure.
So that way, it was dominating, raking in points, and Norris was finishing in the sixth, fifth position. But when Norris was winning, Verstappen was finishing in the second, third position. So he was still raking in more points, and he has had points earlier. So that was why he was able to wrap up this F1 season. So for me, I think Norris and McLaren would have to go work much better, exactly, and see how they can improve the car.
So it feels like it's about the driver and not about the engine of the car.
I think it's about the engine of the car, really, because it's about the driver too. But the reason I'm saying it's about the engine of the car is that there are, variations. In the first half of the Formula One season, it was, Red Bull all through. Their car was faster than McLaren. That was established. And towards the end of the season, it was McLaren all through. But the reason Verstappen was still able to manage the victory was because when Norris was dominating, he was still finishing second and third, still raking in points. Coupled with the points he has, gotten in the early part of the season, that was more than enough for him to, become victorious. So for me, I think it's going to be interesting in 2025. A lot of, restructuring will be done in Formula One season. We are going to see transfers. Even Hamilton is moving, away from Mercedes to go join, Ferrari. So it's going to be interesting what Formula One would look like in the year 2025.
So let's wait to see 2025. But hey, we've got 2 races to end the year 2024. But let's go on this short break, and when we come back, we'll talk the NPFL games going down. Will there be changes on the NPFL log? Remember, Remo Stars stopping the NPFL log after the midweek games.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Check us out right now, 9:14 from your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM. Young Striker here, Ganzee also here talking sports. And we look at the NPFL match, day 15 right in the NPFL, as we saw the games in the midweek. And looking at likely changes on the NPFL log for Shooting Stars losing the Southwest Derby against the Remo Stars. Now they will have to focus on the game here at the Lagos Salami Stadium, and that is going to be against Abia Warriors. Remember, Canopilas will be going on the road against Rivers United. Remo Stars will be on the road against Niger Tornado. Sunshine Stars will be on the road against Katsina United. Ikorodu City. The Giants killing Ikorodu City.
Honestly, their resurgence is just crazy.
Against Akwa
Nobody
United.
saw it coming.
Nobody saw it coming. And we say belated happy birthday to Oganla Toby Adekboju. Yeah, it was a deserving, point for him, same as a birthday gift. Heartland FC hosts Nasarawa United. Eyimba will be facing Enugu Rangers, and Bayelsa United will battle Academy Warriors. Lobby Stars host Kora United, and Bendel Insurance will be up against Plateau United. Match day 15 games. Likely 3 games you can pick that can come out with a away win or away point. Maybe 1 point or 3.
Well, I would say Remo Stars might fancy their chances of getting something against Tornadoes. That will be on Sunday. And let's see, Eyimba Rangers, that could swing either way, really, because Eyimba are not bad. Rangers are also not bad. Rangers are even the defending champions. And remember, Eyimba
went on the continent.
Exactly, they suffered a defeat against Al Masry in the CAF Confed Cup. So maybe we are going to see a different Eyimba side, or maybe we are going to see a better Rangers International. So I'm tipping Rangers to at least get something from that encounter. And Kano Pillars, they could not play their game against Eyimba, so they rested very well, unlike Rivers United, who went on the road. So I would say Kano Pillars to get something against Rivers United also on Sunday.
Okay, so Kano Pillars, Remo Stars,
and Rangers.
Yeah. And all these games going down on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. So not that of
Even though my predictions these days. Call on Sean.
I know that Abia Warriors will keep points in the battle.
Nah, Shooting Stars could beat them.
All right, we got a break. And when we return, we talk more football stories. Do not go anywhere.
salvation, the healing, find hope and peace. Come and hear the word of God. Receive free coupons every day at the crusade. To benefit from the daily relief distribution at the Christ Compassion to the Rural World, Ibadan. This is Love Crusade 2024. Time 5 p.m. daily. Date Monday 25th of November to Thursday 28th of November. Venue Liberty Stadium, Ibadan.
Partnership, inquiry, sponsorship, and volunteer. www.ccrwfoundation.org or call 0704 800 0341.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
They did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Liberty, Kado Ibadan, or call 0809-360-7888 or 0706-899-4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
There is a place full of comfort, so beautiful with serene environment, good ambience for relaxation, complimentary breakfast, free internet service, and 24 hours electricity supply with maximum security guaranteed. No doubt about it. This is heaven on earth. This is Channel 8. Visit us at number 9 Babijo Street off Laduke Akintola Street, Ikolaba, Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State. Telephone 0909 5180 592 or 0802-3099-414. Email info@channel8.com.ng. Website www.channel8.com.ng. Channel 8 Premium Hotel. Hospitality redefined.
You can now travel to expand your world and worth without any further delay with Legit Travels and EduConsult Saudi Arabia and UK Twin Employment Opportunity Package for Saudi Arabia Employment Opportunity. 600 drivers and warehouse workers are urgently needed for immediate employment. And once the 600 is completed, the white man will come from Saudi Arabia to conduct an interview right here in Ibadan. Afterward, the selected people will be given a letter of employment in less than 48 hours. And for the UK, we have a year, 3-year, and 5-year valid employment with the certificate of sponsorship for clergy, media, gospel musicians, and COS for other jobs. The closing date for this offer is December 15, 2024. For more inquiry, visit Legit Travels and EduConsult Head Office at number 19 Ajaybe Street, off Ring Road, Ibadan, or number 16 Look Smart Complex, DSTV Bus Stop, Akala Express, Ibadan, and opposite Oriade House, Okebola, Bogon, Osun State, or call 0916-896-3000 or 0705-123-2355. Legit Travels and Consults, your traveling success, our priority.
I hope say I no dey forget anything o, because this market where I come so, I suppose buy everything where I need. Bread. No, I go buy that one near house.
Yay! Yale bread has come!
Yale bread, give me 5.
Give me 5. What be this? Yale bread. Hey, dem package am well o. I wonder how we go dey taste sha.
My sister, this bread na gbangba taste get o. I dey always buy Yale bread, especially Yale family bread. That one e perfect for my family and e no cost at all.
In fact, na wonderment I dey.
Yale bread na the bread wey hands no dey touch till e reach your table. Assurance dey say na correct bread wey you dey shop. You fit find am anywhere.
And me, I like say the size of the Yale family bread dey always belle for me.
Yale family bread dey sweet. Chicken money bread wey hand no dey touch. The bread for your family.
news, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Syria prepares to deliver another weekend of intense football actions as teams gear up for critical clashes. The weekend begins on Friday evening with Cagliari hosting Verona. Both sides will be eager to secure vital points, setting the stage for an exciting battle. On Saturday, Como takes on Monza as both teams aim to make a statement in this intriguing contest. Later, AC Milan hosts Empoli at the San Siro in a must-win match for the Rossoneri as they look to maintain their momentum. The day concludes with Bologna traveling to face Venezia in a high-stakes encounter where both teams will fight fiercely for the win. La Liga returns this weekend with thrilling matchups as teams battle for crucial points. The action kicks off Friday night as Real Mallorca hosts Valencia in what promises to be an engaging encounter. Both teams will be eager to make a strong statement and secure vital points. On Saturday, Barcelona takes on Las Palmas. The Catalans will look to dominate at home and continue their push for the top, while Las Palmas aims to pull off a massive upset. Later, Alaves face Leganes in a middle table clash that could have significant implications for both side campaigns. Espanyol hosts Celta Vigo in the evening, with both teams looking to climb higher in the standings. The day wraps up with Real Valladolid traveling to face Atletico Madrid in a high-stakes matchup where Atletico will aim to capitalize on home advantage and strengthen their position. German Bundesliga games enter round 12 this weekend, with Holstein Kiel trying to change their fortunes in the league with an opportunity to pick up away points against host St. Pauli. On Saturday, Augsburg will take on bottom place Bochum. Borussia Mönchengladbach will be the guest of Freiburg as the Europa Park. Wolfsburg will trade tackles with RB Leipzig at the Red Bulls Arena, while Union Berlin will host defending champions Bayern Leverkusen. Werder Bremen hosts Stuttgart at the Weser Stadion, and the biggest game of the weekend in Germany is the Classical between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. On Sunday, Mainz will face Offenheim and Heidenheim lock horns with visiting Eintracht Frankfurt at the Volks Arena. The Premier League gears up for another exciting action-packed weekend as teams prepare for key clashes. The weekend kicks off with Brighton hosting Southampton in a South Coast showdown. On Saturday, Brentford welcomes Leicester City, with the Bees determined to defend their home turf, while the Foxes aim for a crucial away win. Crystal Palace will face Newcastle United at Sellers Park in what promises to be a fiercely contested battle. Nottingham Forest host Ipswich Town in a thrilling encounter, with Forest looking to make the most of the home advantage and Ipswich hoping to spring a surprise. Meanwhile, Wolves take on Bournemouth at Molineux, with both teams eager to secure 3 points and move up the standings. The Saturday action concludes with a high-stake London derby as West Ham United clashes with Arsenal. The Hammers will look to halt the Gunners' momentum in what is set to be an intense and dramatic matchup.
Well, some fixtures across Europe going down this weekend. You heard that from Big T. And now let's go straight to the biggest game going down this weekend, and that's going to be Liverpool versus Manchester City. Although Arne Slot believes that this is an important game and this will be the best moment to play Manchester City.
I think in general, if you play one of your competitors, it's always an important moment that has not so much to do with the amount of points they have or we have. These teams have always been in the last few years very close to each other, so those games are always very important. Just like the ones against Arsenal, just like the ones against Chelsea. But those ones are only important if you win against all the other teams. So that makes it that almost every game is very important to win for them, but also for us.
So you heard Arne Slot there, who's in with confidence.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect time to face Manchester City. Not good for them. Their last 6 games, they are winless. And for Liverpool, they are firing on all cylinders. So you expect Liverpool to roll over Manchester City. For football, sometimes don't go the way you expect it to go. Like I do say, shocker happen in soccer.
Shocker,
so we never said it to go happen, but I think Liverpool might just be too odd for Manchester City to handle.
But how do you think the table may change in favor of Manchester City?
See, in the history of the Premier League, I don't think any team that is trailing the top team with I think 8 points now, has gone on to win the Premier League title in the history of English football. It has never happened. So all history, all percentage favors favors Liverpool at this point in time. It looks like it's their title to lose. But do not forget what happened last season. Arsenal were dominating. They were topping the table at some point. But then when it happened, Manchester City had a game in hand. But this time, all clubs have played the same number of games. So I don't think Manchester City will leapfrog Liverpool. It is Liverpool's title to lose.
Okay, 3 games, 3 losses on the bounce for Manchester City in the Premier League. And for Liverpool...
In fact, when you check all these online live score, whatever, you see green in front of Manchester City every time. But now seeing red feels weird.
Okay, so... And the color is now different. Liverpool's used to red. Manchester City used to green. But things are incorrect. Guys, we have to wrap up the show here. But hey, catch us on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday Sports Safari.
I remember we'll be back by 2 o'clock for the Friday show. But coming up next is from the dailies. Comrade Ayodeji. Adishokwe. Coming off with Adidamola Lafewa on From the Dailies, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Boys, carry me go. Thank you very much, Ganzee.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning.